Hello, this is Crypto Neptune, and in today's video, we're going to talk about why I feel Telcoin is a fintech disruptor and also why this unicorn is due for a massive price swing. So, we're going to break it down in this video. Remember, nothing I say is financial advice, only use risk capital, and thank you to those who continue to support the channel. So, first, shouts out to Altcoin Hero. As he writes in his tweet, I'm always amazed when I look at the tail chart. I don't think many realize what is coming. So this is a great tweet because remember when LB 649 bill was passed in 2021, that bill essentially kind of started the framework of what it looks like to be a digital depository bank in the state of Nebraska. But on the news of just this bill, Telcoin catapulted to all-time highs up to 6 cents. So now we're at the stage of the bank approval. So basically, Telcoin is trying to get the green light by the state of Nebraska. We have our Telcoin establishment, and we just want to be fully operational and get the ball rolling on the bank just fully being operational. That is what we're waiting on right now. And many feel that that announcement is going to be pretty soon where they're going to say, hey, okay, thumbs up, go ahead and run your bank. And in a short and sweet type of way. But can you imagine how impactful that it would be a regulated digital depository bank and being operational and being able to help customers from that landscape, but also moving the state of Nebraska forward? It would be it would be the first of its kind, and many feel like we're right here, right now, that it's going to go past all time highs. I think the way things are set up now with the new administration coming in and they're being pro crypto from a government perspective, I definitely feel bare minimum Telcoin could get to 10 cents, like I've stated before. If all the stars align, 25 cents this bull run. But again, there is huge upside with Telcoin. And I cannot emphasize that enough. So we are definitely due for a nice swing up. So now over the last 7 days, Telcoin is up 15.91%. So I had kind of a pullback and then it just popped up here. So it's kind of accumulating, but anything under 1 cent is what you need to be looking for Telcoin. So what are some other interesting factors that make Telcoin a unicorn? So I call this a unicorn project because of it is essentially trying to bridge the gap between telecom providers and Telcoin and giving them like financial solutions. So it basically, after looking at some information, telecom valuations will be going up to $2.8 trillion by 2030. So telecoms will be providing more services, they'll be having more customers, but this evaluation is due to skyrocket. So as the telecom industry grows, Telcoin should grow with it, as those telecom providers will have access to all of Telcoin's resources, apps, Telcoin network that have access to all that in order to give to their subscribers. So imagine Telcoin growing with the telecom providers. They're going to get a piece of this. So it's going to be a game changer, and why I feel Telcoin is a unicorn. And again, here it just basically said, hey, this is kind of what the valuation would look like, 2.8 trillion for a forecast by 2030. But it's going to be going up 6.5% every year. So it'll be a 6.5% growth this year for 2025. And the stablecoin market growth, that is another factor that we need to look at. We know with Telcoin, they are essentially trying to be a provider of stablecoins and allow customers to use them. And they call it digital cash. So these are different e-caches right here, as you can see, in which customers will be able to use, move across borders. But is an absolute game changer because these will be essentially back 1-to-1 as Telcoin looks to be backed by the FDIC. So this here makes this even more of an eyebrow raiser for Telcoin. And then as you can see here, so 2024, this was the stablecoin market. It was valued at 200 billion for the market. And then if you kind of go through here, it says next stop is 300 billion. So that will be the total evaluation for stablecoins. So a lot of companies are looking to have their own stablecoin. So this number is going to grow. So again, Telcoin will have a piece of that because they'll be using digital cash and it'll just be customers around the world will be using it. So again, another reason why Telcoin is unique. And then lastly, remittance transfers valuation by 2030 will be $5 trillion. So that is a huge feather in the cap for Telcoin as they'll be opening up additional corridors in which customers can save on sending those remittance transfer payments, and they save on those remittance transfer payments, but also be able to send that money over to their loved ones in a timely manner at a fraction of the cost. So these things here, once these grow, that's going to be more and more volume. So all these factors considered, that's going to be more and more volume flowing through the Telcoin network, flowing through the Telcoin digital app. This is essentially all the growth metrics. So you're combining like a bank, and that bank issues stablecoins or digital cash, and that bank works directly with telecom providers. This is setting up to be a juggernaut of a fintech company, and I cannot emphasize that enough as far as kind of how they're set up. And then if we go here again, it just says, hey, remittance transfer payments are expected to grow to over 5 trillion by 2030. So in this video, that is essentially it. A huge price swing is, in my opinion, we're heading that way because of this bank approval coming to a head here real soon. And many people feel, and many people in Telfam have basically said, hey, Nebraska is pretty quick with those bank approvals. So we should hear something real soon. And then we have a company in Telcoin in which they're trying to bridge the gap with telecom providers. They're going to have their own digital cash, and that stablecoin market is growing. People are going to want to have access to it. And remittance transfer payments valuation is going to continue to grow. All those factors considered, Telcoin definitely is one of those coins that you need to keep an eye on as we continue on in this bull run. I want to thank you for listening, and thanks for stopping by.